My name is Gracia Gilbertson, and we were involved in Young Life in Lake Stevens from its inception in 1997 through 2004.
My name's Andrew Torek, and I'm on staff at Calvary Chapel Lake Stevens as one of the pastors.
My name is Zigga Bryan. I started going to the PM Club when I was 19 years old.
And hi, my name's Kyle Hoagland, and I've been helping out with Young Life as a leader for probably the last 12 years.
Hey everyone, my name is Caitlin Creasue, and I am on Young Life staff here at Washington Family Ranch in Oregon.
I'm Teresa, and I live in Lake Stevens. I've been involved with Young Lives for pregnant and teen moms for 4 years.
Hey, Lori Hine, and I have been involved in Young Life since we moved here in 2003.
I was first introduced to Young Life when I was a 7th grader, and I just loved what I saw. Kids were so excited about Jesus, and they just made Christianity look fun. Fast forward to the spring of 1997. We were invited to attend the annual Auction Young Life fundraiser in Everett. And as we sat there that night and listened to the students' testimonials about how Young Life and its ministry was changing their lives, Brooks and I just got the vision. Well, within a few short weeks, Alan came to us and said, "Would you guys ever consider hosting Young Life in your garage?" And I said, "Our garage?" And he said, "We've outgrown the O'Brien house." And he said, parking has become an issue because, of course, high school students drive. And so they were all driving their own cars, and there wasn't enough room to park. So at that time, we were living on a 5-acre plot of land, and there was lots of parking, a basketball court with a pickleball court, and all this lawn. So if cars exceeded our paved area, we just let them park on part of the lawn. So Club moved to our garage, and Young Life just continued to grow. Sometimes our garage was just literally packed like sardines with not a spare space. You know, sometimes Young Life Club would be 100, 120 kids, and once a year they would do this fun thing called the Messy X Games, which is the biggest food fight I've ever seen in my life, and they would just do it out on our back lawn. Kids would bring cartons of eggs, jars of peanut butter, flour, and it was just crazy, but it was so fun to watch.
I have overcome my fear by getting in the pool, getting messy, and getting in the pool with my regular clothes.
Just love about Young Life is it's just the heart behind just reaching students, reaching out for them and just being there for them and letting Jesus do the rest of the work.
I love that Young Life goes where kids are. It's what makes us different, and it's the thing that we do that other places don't do. We go where kids hang out, we meet them, then we meet their friends, and we have a chance to build relationships with them and their family. And that's what I love the most.
Throughout my high school career, I was able to be a part of student leadership and be trained up as a leader among my peers at school, as well as growing my faith. During the summers, I was actually able to have the experience of going to various Young Life camps and serve on work crew for a month, and be able to allow other campers to have the same experience that I had once had of hearing the gospel.
Young Life has been such a big part of my life and my faith and my walk with the Lord. It's sort of having people like teachers that have relationships with Christ, looking to spend time with kids and share their faith is just the coolest idea that anybody could come up with. And in high school, going into my freshman year in high school, I was able to go to Young Life Camp in Oregon, hear about a relationship with Christ, and take my religious sort of faith and bring it into a relationship. And that just changed my life. And ever since then, I got plugged in church, plugged into serving with Young Life and Wildlife. I even took my family of 7 and we worked at Young Life Camp. I love looking back and seeing how Young Life was just such a vital impact of people being on mission for the Lord, using awesome ministry of Young Life to connect people who wouldn't go into church or don't know about God or are stuck just kind of going to church not knowing about relationship, and sort of connecting those things together.
I went to Young Life as a teenager in high school, so I went to Camp Malibu, and I was actually going to do the beyond Malibu, but I ended up getting pregnant, so I didn't go. And then 17 years later, my son ended up going to Camp Malibu. And then 4 years later after that was when I got involved with Young Lives. They say that it's the best week of your life, and you're like, yeah, whatever, but it actually really is. I was invited to the launch party in 2017 by a friend, and as soon as I heard Teen Moms, I'm like, yeah, that's it. I'm ready to do that.
Well, since I've been involved for so long, I would say the biggest thing is just being impacted by the relationships I still have with kids. In fact, just today, someone texted me from 20 years ago just to check in and see how we were doing and share what was going on in their family. So lifelong relationships, for sure, within Young Life have been awesome.
What we can do for kids as adults and just meeting them where they're at has really changed my perspective on what Jesus must have felt like and how he would reach out to others, and knowing that we're not all perfect, we can't be that way, but still loving anyways through it all. It's been fun over the last years to watch some of these kids grow in their faith with God and have them lead and walk with God, and still have some of them even that are now being Young Life leaders and turning that around. It's an honor and a blessing to be able to watch that and see how kids' walls break down.
My hope and prayer for Lake Stevens Young Life over the next 25 years is that there would still continue to be spaces provided for kids to hear the gospel, whether that's in Lake Stevens or at Young Life camps. My prayer is that there would be a team of people who are seeking after kids to pursue them so they can know the love of Jesus Christ.
I do love about Young Life is being a Lake Stevens Young Life leader for Young Life kids with disability, autism. Every other Thursday we meet.
I have seen entire families changed. And it doesn't happen fast. It doesn't always happen fast, but I've been able to just see kids as they are introduced to Jesus and start walking in their faith, to see their families come and be involved, to see them become involved in our community, in local churches, and really just basically change the whole face of their family. And that's been a privilege to watch that happen too.
Young Life has had a tremendous impact on the community of Lake Stevens. I know young adults, and even some that are approaching 40 years of age today, that have a relationship with Jesus Christ because of Young Life. There's so many people that grow up in a home that literally have never even heard of who Jesus Christ is, and that is what Young Life does. It comes alongside kids, and a lot of kids that are hurting, and it shows them who God is, that God, our Savior, loves them each uniquely, that He created them uniquely, but He created them to be in a relationship with Him, and they will be restless until they come to know Him.